12 historical and tourist places to visit in Al Jouf. Al Jouf and its major cities such as Sakaka, Domat Al Jandal, and Al Qurrayyat are full of historical places to visit which are loved by tourists. What is the best time to go? Al Jouf is situated on the north side of Saudi Arabia alongside the border of Jordan, so the weather remains pleasant most part of the year. Even the summer season is not that hot. However, winter is quite dry and chilly. 1. Masjid Omar. After conquering the city Domat Al Jandal, the second caliph of Islam Omar bin Khattab issued orders to build a mosque here. Therefore, this masjid is named after him. The masjid is around 1,300 years old, which makes it a heritage site and a must-visit tourist place in Al Jouf. Duma is the name of one of the sons of Prophet Ismail who was born around the 18th century BC, 4,000 years ago. 2. Medina Castle. Medina Castle was built in the 1st century of AD by Nabatean. Khalid bin Walid captured the ruler of Duma named Uqadir during the 3rd expedition. He took along an army of 420 riders to conquer Duma. If you are a tourist who has a little bit of interest in Islamic history, you should not miss visiting this historical place in Al Jouf. 3. Regional Museum. Before you leave Domat Al Jandal, you should visit its regional museum, which is one of the best museums in Al Jouf region. It is a small museum with a modern design, and a trip to this place is worth it. 4. Domat Al Jandal Lake. In the surrounding Domat Al Jandal, there is a beautiful eye-catching natural lake that was used for irrigation purposes. It is also a picnic spot where you can bring your family and friends and enjoy the beautiful view and the cold wind. Domat Al Jandal Speedboat, Saudi Riyal 130 per 6 persons. 5. Agricultural fields. Al Jouf is the most fertile agricultural region of Saudi Arabia, and there are thousands of circular crop fields in this region. A trip to Al Jouf region would not complete without visiting at least one of these agricultural farms. 6. Zabal Castle. Zabal Castle was built around 200 years ago at the top of a mountain in Sakaka, the capital of Al Jouf province. During your visit to this historical place in the Al Jouf region, you can have an exotic view of the whole city of Sakaka. The fort comprises 4 towers and has a well-built reservoir. This water well system that is beneath the castle is used to supply water to the entire city. 7. CIS Well. The construction of the CIS Well dates back to the 1st century AD when it was built by Nabatean in Sakaka. The 2,000 years old CIS Well was used to provide water for irrigation purposes to the entire city. 8. Rigil columns. The pillars of Rigil are the oldest archaeological site, 4,000 years before Christ, in Al Jouf that consists of 50 groups of upright stone columns called Rigil. Some historians believe that these pillars, Rigil, may belong to a religious temple. It is called Rigil because it resembles a man in his appearance if seen from a distance, and therefore tourists love to visit this historical place in Sakaka, Al Jouf. Rigil means man in Arabic. 9. Al Khanifa Wildlife Sanctuary. If you are a tourist who wants to explore the wildlife of the desert and love hunting, visit Al Khanifa Wildlife Sanctuary in Al Jouf. It is a huge area with almost no facilities, so better go well prepared. 10. Al Saidi Castle. Al Saidi Castle, located in Al Qurrayyat, is one of the oldest archaeological sites of the Al Jouf region, which dates back to the Nabatean period, at least 1900 years old. In the Nabatean era, the castle was used to protect caravans heading from Al-Hijr to Petra. Later, in the Islamic era, the castle was used to protect pilgrims on the way to Mecca. 11. Kof Palace. Prince Nawaf al-Shalan built Kof Palace in 1919 and could live there only for 2 years until he died. In 1925, this palace was handed over to King Abdul Aziz. 12. Harat al-Hera Conservation. Harat al-Hera Conservation is a beautiful volcanic reservation. Tourists who are interested in deserts, geology, or just massive open natural spaces should visit the conservation in Al Jouf. It is advised to go with 2 cars, 4x4, and plenty of extra gasoline. There are not many gas stations, and sand can lead misguide you no matter how good the driver is.